When a character dies in Genshin Impact, they dissolve into this blue particle that fades away. This also applies to human enemies.
Smash.
According to Yaemiko, who was about to torture Kairagi to death in her character demo,
But I thought you weren't ready to return to the cycle.
No.
she strangely mentions the word cycle, which is also brought up in her birthday post in June 2022. I just finished reading this novel manuscript submitted by Yae Publishing House. The main character wakes up one day only to find himself trapped in a time loop, as the same day just repeats itself over and over again. He must find a way to break the cycle. Fast forward to August with the release of Sumin. We experience the exact same phenomenon mentioned in the novel manuscript, where a traveler is trapped in the same day, repeating over and over again. The incident is called the samsara of the Subserus Festival. In Honkai Impact, there is a character called Yae Sakura who parallels Yaemiko from Genshin. She's associated with an open-world questline called Sakura Samsara. Samsara is a concept of death and rebirth. Also, the cyclicality of all life, matter, and existence. The first samsara in Honkai is a virtual simulation of history constructed using memory files from a few hundred years ago. It happened because the protagonist Kiana Kasama sneaked into a data center in order to figure out what happened in the past. The second samsara is Kiana replaying history but trying to change the outcome. The third samsara is Kiana replaying history again, but this time trying to free Yae Sakura's trapped soul from the black box. On our first journey, we're learning about the world of Teyvat.
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow.
Until the abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world.
Meanwhile, Traveler's goal after their journey is to save the Abyss Twin.
Your journey has reached its end, but one final doorway remains. Step forth if you have understood the meaning of your journey. Defeat me, command me to step aside. Show me that you are worthier than I to rescue her.
When a person dies in Teyvat, they transform into these blue particles. Then, it is absorbed into a cycle, according to Yaemiko. These blue particles are also seen when receiving artifacts from the petrified trees and domains. These petrified trees are directly connected to Irminsul. Irminsul is the repository for all of the information and memories of Teyvat, and artifacts are themselves the physical manifestation of ideals and memories, which is a form of data recorded by Irminsul. Receiving artifacts equals to extracting data from Irminsul. Leyline Network, on the other hand, acts and functions like Irminsul's roots, absorbing information on everything that happened all over Teyvat in the form of data. When people die in Teyvat, they become nutrients, which sinks down into the soil and is absorbed by the roots of Irminsul. These nutrients are transferred up the tree and used to produce fruits. These fruits are stars in the sky.
The stars. The
the sky. It's all a gigantic hoax. A lie.
According to Mona,
Astrologers believe that the patterns of the stars map out the destiny of vision bearers. Past, present, and future, everything is written in the stars.
the only way for this to be possible is that the entire Tevat is within a samsara simulation created by the Irminsul. The Chinese name for Irminsul is meaning world tree. The Aranara refers to Irminsul as Sarva, which means whole, entire, all, and every. Both of these suggest that Irminsul itself is the world. If we look at a typical image of the world tree, you can see that the world is within the bubble, within the tree. Referring back to before Sun and Moon, it mentions that the primordial one used the eggshell to separate the universe and the microcosm of the world. There is an eggshell separating Tevat and the real sky, meaning Tevat lies within the Irminsul bubble. The first time someone dies, all their data gets absorbed by the Irminsul, which forms a star that has information on everything that has happened in their lifetime. At a certain point, Tevat would eventually reach its inevitable destruction. The world would collapse. All data of the world would be absorbed by Irminsul and recycled to recreate the next world. As samsara means cyclicality of all life, matter, and existence, including the world itself. As a result, Tevat would progress into the next samsara cycle. In this new cycle, people would eventually die again, forming another star in the sky in addition to the previous star. After many samsara cycles, there will be multiple stars in the sky that belong to one person. These stars are their constellations, which turns out to be fruits grown on Irminsul branches.
As you are not from this world, I am unable to give you a prediction. All I can tell you is that your journey is far from over.
Irminsul indeed does not have any information on you. However, there must be something different about your sister. Because, as it turns out, the world has recorded information on her after all.
Tell me, did Suraj tell you how he assigned numbers?
Yeah, remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy from our heads back then? They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from each person. I don't know how Suraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as the basis for his numbering system.
I see. He believes that this data can be used to evaluate a person's computing power.
When a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. A person's vision represents their ambition.